you to do on the first one, please, is please switch coordinate C and D. So coordinate C should actually be 7, 5, and coordinate D should be 3, 5. And go ahead and graph that trapezoid for me. Okay, you're going to help me right away. Number one, prove it's a trapezoid. Prove it's a trapezoid. Right here, part A, show it's a trapezoid. We'll do our work right here. It should be a short one. Okay, what am I going to need here to prove it's a trapezoid? Calm down, tough guy. 9. What am I going to need here to show it's a trapezoid? How am I going to do that, Jenna? Same slopes. All right. So I kind of already. Ooh, hey, you're welcome here. DC. What type of line is it? If you say straight, just leave immediately. Out the window. All right. Horizontal line. What's the slope of any horizontal line? 0. Yes. And then, oh, take a look. Slope of AB is also 0. Good. So I know in my mind that they're parallel, but is that the only thing I need to do, Jenna? Going back to you. Still by using what formula? Slope. Here we go, everybody. So now I can do slope of AD. Eyes overrun action for you. Up and over how many? When you're ready. 9. Oh, you're on fire over there. 4 over 2, also known as 2. Yeah. Who's on their game here? Slope of CB. Who is on their slope game here? Uh-oh. Don't call on me. 5. We got a 5? What type of line is it? Vertical. It's not 0, but it's... Okay, ready? Starts with a U. I know you like these games, Natalie. Starts with a U, ends in undefined. There we go. It's undefined. Vertical. Or you could say no slope. No slope. Don't say 0, though. All right, we found all the slopes. Part 2 now. Step 2, what did we just learn? Name one thing you learned from doing all those slopes. Oh, 12, one thing you learned? We learned DC parallel to AB. Why'd you learn that? Because slopes are equal, the same, yep. Good. What else did you learn other than they're parallel? 21? EA? Jeez. DA not parallel to CB. Why? Finish it up. Finish it up with a conclusion statement. Why is it a... So ABCD is a trapezoid because one pair of opposite sides parallel and the other is not. All right, so nice little review how to prove a trapezoid. Okay, if I had a part B now I'm going to challenge you. If I had a part B question, I do have one, but it's a different one, that said, now prove it's isosceles. What's your next move? Prove it's a trapezoid. How would I make that trapezoid an isosceles trapezoid? What would be your next move if I asked that? 4, your thoughts on the next move? Prove the legs congruent. Yep, nice job. Prove the legs congruent. All right, nice job, kids. All right, so there's a special segment contained in a trapezoid I want to talk about right now. Could you just change part B? See where it says AC? That's a diagonal. I don't want you to find the midpoint. I want you to find the midpoint of AD and BC, the non-parallel sides right now. Okay, so change AC to AD and BD to BC. And go ahead with people around you. Midterm review, midpoint formula. Find the midpoint of AD, call it point E. Find the midpoint of BC, call it F. About a minute. Sign out, take the pass. Okay, give me one midpoint you found. Give me one midpoint you found. Here we go, 20, one midpoint you found. 2, 3, so everybody, point E is 2, 3. Make sure you got to jot it down and graph it for me. Point E, 2, 3. What's the other midpoint that you found of CB? I don't think you need a formula for this one, but 18, 7, 3. Jot it down if you haven't. Plot it. And please connect line segment EF now, because we have a special name for line segment EF. Again, how was EF formed? By connecting the midpoints of the non-parallel sides. When I connect the midpoints, I have created, everyone ready, the mid, connect the midpoints, mid segment. Okay? Mid segment is when you connect the midpoints of the non-parallel sides in your trapezoid. I will also want to make sure you are aware of the alternative name for it. In case you see it, it's called the mid segment. And also, we actually use this term in triangles. Anybody remember the segment that I connected to the midpoint in a triangle? Midterm review. 6. In a triangle. Yeah. Do I have to play the letter game with you too?
No. Maybe.
Begins with an M.
Oh.
Ends in median. Median, yep. And yeah, it was on the paper too, but. All right, so I can call that the, I like mid-segment because I don't want to get it confused with the other median in a triangle, but you may see median of a trapezoid, and that's what it is. All right, 2 facts I want you to find out on your own about it. All right, what's so special about the mid-segment? First thing I'm going to ask you is, can you find the slope of EF? I think we can do that pretty quickly together. 0, it's a horizontal line. I'm asking that for a reason. And then what I need you to do right now is find the length of AB, the length of EF, and the length of CD. You're not going to need distance formula, so this should go a little quicker. Find the lengths of those 3 line segments for me. No distance formula needed. All right, just one person. Give me all three. 22, you're up. AB. 6. EF, the mid-segment. CD. All right, you may not realize this until in a minute, but me asking you part C and D, you just found out the two facts about a mid-segment. Okay, which we are going to jot down right now. Theorem, a mid-segment all right, I'm going to need somebody to find the first theorem. 25, you ready? Oh, go ahead. I was going to help you out there, but go ahead. Which means what? So the mid-segment is parallel to the, give a big boy name. We used this yesterday, Aaron. Look at you. This kid is unbelievable right here. Yes. Mid-segment is parallel to the, what's it parallel to, Aaron? Yes, it's parallel to the two bases. Because everyone see all the slopes come out to be 0, that means they're parallel. So it's parallel to the bases, and this one's going to be a little tougher. How do you find the length of a mid-segment? Oh, I counted. That's not going to happen every time. All right, that's not going to happen every time. One base was 6. The other base was 4. Mid-segment was 5. Oh, just get the number in between. No, because look here, hey. If you know, let's say one base is 20, the other base is 34, how can I find the mid-segment length? Take basically add them up and divide by 2. So I'm going to say, don't regret that. Thank you. A mid-segment length is half the sum of the bases. All good there? Also be prepared on, I may pull this on you too. 4x minus 2, 8x plus 1, 3x minus 6. Find x. Find the length of the mid-segment. So how would I approach that? Half of 4x minus 2 plus 8x plus 1 is equal to 3x minus 6. Or you could go 2 times that if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm on. Maybe if it was just numbers, not with variables, no. Okay, but if it was like 36, 22, what's the other base? Sure. Yeah, I'd expect you guys to do that. Anything else? Everyone good on mid-segment? Because that's the only new thing I had for you today. That was it. I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes. I want to see you do your work for number 2. Prove it's a parallelogram. You guys know my deal. Step 1, formulas. Step 2, what you learned. Step 3, why is it a darn parallelogram? Nice, neat formulas. You pick your own method. Okay, I'm giving you guys creativity here. You pick your own method. Just want to know how you did it. What method you used to prove it's a parallelogram. All right, what method? And then I want to know your values. 25, here we go. How'd you do it? Okay, so that makes me use what formula? Okay, so if you use the slope, what were your two slopes? -1/2 and 3/2. If you guys use slope, okay, -1/2, 3/2. Make sure you got those slopes. Good. I know there's other methods out there. 3, your method? So you did parallel too? Garbage. Yeah, you should be. 15? You guys are liars. Bunch of liars. 12? All right, next person that says that is just going to get a headlock. How about that? That'll change your idea. 9? Did you do parallel? Anybody do distance? Okay, distance. What do we get?
I got 45, square root of 45 for BC and square root of 45 for AB.
Okay.
Square root of 13 for AB and square root of 13.
Yep, you should have got square root of 13 and square root of 45. Slightly disappointed in the square root of 45
Oh, yeah.
because you didn't break it down, but it's still acceptable. 3 radical 5 if you did break it down. Anybody do midpoints? No diagonals bisect each other in here? No? It's actually the easiest, but all right, whatever. Yeah, you could do that. Yep, the champion one. All good? Everyone all right? Okay. Review proof now. Going to go deep in your packet, page 52. This is how we're going to finish it, and the rest of the time is yours for the homework. Page 52. Little review proof. Get back to the parallelogram family. All right, I have a question for somebody. Ten? Who's 10 in the house? 10? Okay, man, here's my question for you. Can I just say, oh, DE congruent to AF, it's a rectangle, diagonals are congruent? Why not? So they're not diagonals. Everyone agree? They're not diagonals. And what are the odds at this point in the year you're going to do a proof that's 2 steps? 0.0, like a couple of your averages. Yes. Okay. Oh, hit home a little. A couple of you hit home a little bit. Sorry. Get over it. Suck it up. Tissues are over there. All right. Yeah, you're never going to get a 2-step proof anymore. All right. Use all your givens. But I do notice that, oh, you want me to prove 2 line segments are congruent? Maybe I should look into proving what congruent first. Triangles. Somebody give me 2 triangles that contain DE and AF right now. 7. Give me 2 triangles that contain DE and AF. DCE, let me highlight that sucker. Along with FBA. All right, here we go, kids. Let's try to prove them congruent so I can throw down a little CPCTC at the end. All right, quick check in the givens. I did not provide you with any sides or angles. All right, no full sides, no full angles given to you. You got to do all 3. So hopefully you know your properties. All right, here we go. How are you going to get a side or an angle? Up first, 14. Okay, let's stop there. That's not a full side, but it's going to get me a full side when I do what in the next step? 17. Yes. What am I going to add, Natalie? Nice job. And then you know if we do addition, we're throwing down substitution right after to say that the full side, what's my full side here? CE is congruent to FB. Was anybody thinking subtraction instead? Because you could do subtraction, but not use EF and EF. Instead, use anybody if you want to use subtraction instead? CB and CB. Okay, so subtraction was also an option there to get these two congruent. All right, you got me a pair of sides. Great job. What about another pair of sides or angles? Up to you. 9, where else am I going to get something from? Yes, it is. Well, calm down. No one, you don't need to show off. DC congruent to AB. Why is that a true statement? 21. Yeah, nice one. All right, I need one more pair of something to finish this off. One more pair of something. Where's it going to come from? 23. Yep, because they're what? Yep, you don't need to tell me they're right angles. You can just go say they're congruent right now because that's one part of the definition of a rectangle. So angle C congruent to angle B. Rectangle implies all angles congruent. Could you say they're right angles and then say they're congruent? Yeah, you could. But you can go right to saying the right angles are congruent right away. All right, thank you. Thank you. Nice job, kids, for giving me all 3. Now I just need to know why the 2 triangles are congruent. Triangle DCE, why is it congruent to, bless you, ABF? What method you got for me there? Finish strong here, 25. Side angle side, and then we're throwing down a little CPCTC after. Okay. Nice little proof right there. Honors level, but decent. All right, before you go on your own with the homework, quick warning, tomorrow we are going to review for the test tomorrow, but it won't get you ready for the test. I know that sounds strange, right? We are going to do some review questions, but you guys will be playing your first installment of my Win Random Stuff game tomorrow. All right? If you ask former students who have had me, they'll tell you exactly all about it, maybe what they have won. Basically, people are going to walk out of here with, not everybody, but some people are going to walk out of here with some random stuff as far as prizes go. In the past, I've handed out purses, cat food, vacuum cleaners, ice cream makers, expired food, games that are missing pieces, electronics that don't work. Okay, so you guys will be walking out of here with some random stuff, but I'm going to pick some easy questions so it goes quick. All right, so I don't want you to think, oh, I did these pretty well tomorrow during the game, I'm good for the test. You won't be. All right, so I'm just giving you guys a disclaimer, a forewarning that the game tomorrow will not get you ready for the test. All right, so that's going to pretty much be on your own. I'm here after school today and tomorrow. If you want to get ready, bring some friends in and get a study group. All right, but that's up to you. All right. So go ahead, get started on tonight's homework, which is a couple more coordinate geometry proofs.